Our top value on ShopNBC. You have 24 hours to uncover the hottest products at the lowest prices of the season. In fact, each Our Top Value price is only good for 24 hours. We're bringing you a new Our Top Value 7 days a week. You have to act quickly. They won't last long. Whether it's the hottest look in fashion or the most advanced high-tech gadget, make Our Top Value your top value right here on ShopNBC.
Shop NBC and ShopNBC.com. Be good to yourself.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back into ShopNBC. My name is Kimberly Wells. Nice to have you shopping with us. And hi to all the watch guys that are out there. I know you're here for one reason and one reason only. It's Stuhrling Watches, a 2-hour fantastic show. Our good friend Larry Magen will be joining us. We welcome your testimonial calls. Oh, you know what we should do? Holly, let's get a computer if we can, and we'll get our emails open, kwells@shopnbc.com. That way you can ask Larry some questions. We'll take your emails as well, kwells@shopnbc.com. We'll get a computer, we'll get it up and running, and we'll say hello live in person with you during the next 2 hours of Stuhrling Watches. Coming up in this hour, we have the Stuhrling Original Gentleman's Falcon Chronograph. This is a piece that was promoted on the Watch Geeks forum, V90901. It's brand spanking new today. Introductory price is $261.80, and we have this on 4 value pays. I know you're going to love that. It's got the StarTech movement as well, 43mm case. Lots to talk about. And all you guys that check out the Watch Geek forum, that was our promoted piece for the show. Also, it is back, the Louis Master Calendar, V90473. This is available on 3 value pays for you today. However, if you want either one of the black choices, black and rose or black and silver, you got to call during the preview. I have fewer than 4 dozen of each of those choices. Silver and rose, silver and silver, also available on 3 value pays for you today, V90473. Brand spanking new today, and the only scheduled presentation of the day is the Bailey Automatic, the Bailey Automatic, actually. This is V90911. We'll talk about the astral phenomenon that this is named after. And I don't mean just Larry himself. $176.75, and on 2 value pays, available in blue or brown. I'm starting early, you can tell, Larry. V90911. Call us on that piece. It is brand spanking new. And then we've got the flyer, the Tuskegee Flyer Automatic, V90868. Exhibition case back for you. Shop NBC price, $99.75. Haven't seen that piece in about a month's time, and it is available for you today in that fabulous black and orange combination. Well, the gentleman who makes it all happen at Stuhrling is the president of Stuhrling North America, Larry Magen, joining us once again. Hello, my dear.
Hey, Kimberly.
Did you bring the snow with you?
You know, it's funny. I came out of the hotel to drive over here, and I go, it's snowing out here. I can't believe it.
What the heck happened?
Bat your eye for 2 seconds. Anyway, welcome, everybody. We have a fantastic lineup of watches, not only for tonight, but also for this entire rotation.
Yeah.
The deals are spectacular. The new triple black Falcon has landed. You're going to have to be quick on that one, folks.
Speaking of which, you got to be quick on our very first item. It is our customer choice Original Symphony. It is the Operetta Regulator, V90219. We have this in gold tone or rose tone only. $160 is your Shop NBC price. First presentation on 3 monthly interest-free value pays. And this is our customer choice item of the hour, which means it's a highly reviewed item on Shop NBC. In fact, from Connecticut, 5-star reviewed, we hear this watch is awesome, looks great, feels good on my wrist, and it doesn't take very long to get used to reading the time. The rose tone looks great with the brown leather strap. It has a lot of complications that make this watch look very rich and expensive, even though the price wasn't expensive. And thank you for your reviews. Larry, first and foremost, when we look at a piece like this, it to me screams Stuhrling design. So let's welcome the folks that are perhaps not familiar with Stuhrling.
Sure.
What's the mantra behind your fabulous brand?
Well, the mantra is respect for the art and tradition of the Swiss watchmaking legend. And what we mean by that is everything we do is done to the highest possible standards, the Swiss standards, as far as the case, the dial, the crystal, everything about it. And as we go through these watches, Kimberly, and we talk about the make of each one, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. For example, with this one, it's all about the dial. Now, this is a regulator configuration here where you have the minute hand and the hour hand on separate axes. They call this a doctor's watch. But here, this is classic Stuhrling original dial work on this one here. Take a look at the deep impression, the guilloche work. It's done with hydraulic machines.
Yeah.
And you'll see that beautiful rolling wave pattern.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
This is a classic for us, the Symphony Operetta. It's a nice 40mm case size. It's a very dressy watch. It's a full size for a man. This is something for the boardroom. This is something...
This is first class.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not call this an everyday timepiece by any means, but it's something to really dress up for a business meeting, a special event, a wedding, an affair, whatever it happens to be. But this is just a really rich look. It's got that beautiful coin edge bezel, and there's something very classy about a coin edge bezel. And you know, a lot of people may be looking at a regulator right now on the screen for the very first time, and they might be thinking, you know, God, that looks great, but you know, what time is it? Because it doesn't look normal. The hands are on different axes. But once you get used to reading the time, it only takes about 3 or 4 times. The hour hand is up at 12 o'clock and the minute hand is coming up the center. Now, Kimberly's showing you the back. This is on a mechanical automatic timepiece here. That little swinging half moon there, that's called the rotor. And just the movement of your wrist as you go about your daily chores and errands and whatever you're doing, the movement of that rotor is actually going to keep the watch wound.
Right.
There's no battery in this watch.
No battery that is necessary. Now, this has the Cristerna crystal, as most of your pieces do as well. What
Correct.
makes that so special?
Well, Cristerna crystals is, first of all, it's proprietary to Stuhrling Original.
Okay.
And we were involved in the development of it about 5 years ago with a few other watch companies, but it's proprietary to us now. It comes from the eyewear industry, what eyeglasses are made from. And they're more shatter resistant than even sapphire crystals.
Excellent.
It's the most shatter resistant in the entire watch industry. It's actually got more strength over a spread surface area than sapphire, and it's more scratch resistant than mineral. So you kind of get, you know, the best of both worlds here. Here I'm showing you the rose gold with the silver tone dial.
I like that. That's my favorite.
Oh, but I'm telling you, it's so classy, and this is an all-time classic for us right here.
Coin edge bezel for you, push button dual deployancy on a genuine leather strap. It is a 41mm case with that caliber automatic movement. Each and every Stuhrling piece comes with a 2-year warranty as well. We're going to get ready to get our emails hooked up. If you'd like to send us an email, we will take it live on the air. kwells@shopnbc.com. Ask Larry and I any questions, we'll answer them for you. Presentation is everything. And you said this is a piece that's for the boardroom. I absolutely agree. When I look at the now, would this be considered a true moon phase indicator? Or
No.
I know there's a difference often with that.
There is a difference.
Just because you see the moon doesn't mean it's that.
That's correct. This is what we refer to as an animated AM/PM indicator.
Okay.
So you'll know if it's 6 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning. So if the sun is out, then it's 6 in the morning. If the moon is coming out, then you know it's 6 o'clock in the evening. And you see, look at here. This is great shot, guys. This is classic Stuhrling original dial work. You see the hour subdial over on the right-hand side of the screen. That's a guilloche soleil pattern on that one. And then the rolling wave pattern throughout the dial. You see the different textures. Each dial has been individually struck more than 30 times. These dials are all made one at a time. And we're kind of known for that at Stuhrling Original, is our dials. And this is really one of our best ever. It really is.
Well, it is a customer choice. A lot of you on the phone lines, thank you very much for all of your orders. This is going to be a fun 2 hours. And what's great about this first 2 hours is that Larry's here for a very special reason tonight at 11 p.m. Central, 12 midnight. He'll be back. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. However, just because he's going to be here at midnight does not mean we're not going to absolutely offer you some of the most fantastic values in this first of his visits, because the first 2 hours are always the best. I think the last 2 hours are always the best as well. And as you can see with this piece today at $160 and on 3 value pays, there's a reason why this is a customer choice item. You have with the rose tone that lighter brown genuine leather strap. You have with the gold tone, of course, that dark black genuine leather. Gorgeous detail. Love the buckle clasp closure. All of it for you today at an unheard of price with the operetta. Are you going to sing for me this day?
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a good singer, but I love, you know, people who do sing.
That's fantastic, by the way.
This one?
Is this yours?
Well, yeah, but this is in the rotation as well, but not in the show tonight.
It's not in my show
That's
tonight?
Our Alpine. It's an all-time classic for us as well.
Thanks so much for not bringing this in my show.
We have, your show is loaded, Kimberly. You are, Kimberly, you are loaded.
I'm loaded.
And the show is too.
I'm going to have to call Mr. Mike about that one. Oh, he's in trouble. It is loaded. But you know what? You can go online to shopnbc.com, check out Stuhrling, see everything that Larry has to offer for you. Give us a buzz. We want to hear from you. And, of course, our emails are open. And let's do some shopping together. Lots of fun to offer for you, like a new piece today. It's the original Gents Florio chronograph, B90913. Brand new today, introductory price at $149.93. We have this on 3 value pays of under $50. Quartz chronograph movement, water resistant to 165 feet. Your color choices are black or brown. Love the strap on this as well. Is that rubber? Is it silicone? What are we looking at?
It's a very high-grade silicone strap.
We'll show you the two colors
first. This is rubber,
Yeah.
silicone rubber. This is from our Sportsman series, our Target collection, and it's got a race-inspired look to it. The
Very
rubber
masculine.
strap just seamlessly integrates to the case. There's no lugs on the case whatsoever. It's got a citizen movement as well, so you have a very reliable quartz chronograph movement on this.
Okay.
And right here now, you take a look. On the one we're showing right here, this is the brown, okay, with the orange accents on the dial
cool.
as well. But again, this is a pretty large case. This is about a 47 millimeter case, 46 and a half, I believe it is to be exact, okay? But you've got your small seconds down there at the 6 o'clock position, which is over on the right-hand side of the screen there. You see how the bezel has kind of the fluted bezel going all the way around with the raised chapters on the 1/5 minute
Here's
markers
the black.
there.
Yeah. And then look at the black as you're looking at the details, as you see all the great quality of this. The black has that contrast of the green. Really neat color combinations, Larry.
Oh, definitely. I love this brown one because this is our brown PVD, and it gives kind of a bronze tone. Of course, you're looking at the stealthy black one here, but take a look at this case back in the bronze. We get a shot at this. But what Kimberly's showing you here is on the black one. You've got that green arrowhead tip for
That
the
is
chronograph
neat.
sweep second hand right there. But if you take a look at this brown PVD, it gives a bronze tone.
It does.
I mean, it's absolutely awesome. And here we go with the nice case back shot coming in tight. You see Florio chronograph here. But again, from our Sportsman's collection, this strap is about, I believe, 28 millimeters wide at the point where it joins the case, and then it tapers down to 24 millimeters, I believe, at the clasp.
Having a lot of fun this morning. Thank you very much for all of your calls. This is brand new. It's the first presentation of the day on an introductory price for a very limited time. The black that I'm showing you right here is the most limited. In fact, we now have fewer than 5 dozen available. What you're going to notice with every Stuhrling original design is that they are all unique. They are all different. They have all interesting features to be talked about. Luminescence throughout that hour and the minute hand. Oversized Arabic numerals for you at the number 12 and the number 6. Easy to function pushers, easily able to be read details as well. And of course, you get this all home today with a 2-year warranty. Presentation is everything, style is everything. And of course, as you look at Larry, he's a little more casually dressed today. Oftentimes he'll be in a suit as well. Your pieces go easy from daytime to nighttime, sporty to super dressy.
Absolutely. We have a lot of very dressy pieces, but lately we've been, like the last 2 years, we've really expanded our sportsman side of the business and our sporty watches. And this is, right from the Target series. This is, to me, is a great everyday timepiece.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, we're getting lots of emails. Thank you very much for all of your calls today. Thanks so much for your emails as well.
What's so funny over there,
Sean
Kimberly?
Wilsey is writing me emails.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hi, Sean. He wants to know if we're going to start dancing.
Hey, now.
He says that they're watching us and they're chatting on his MySpace account right now.
I saw Sean dancing, okay?
Did you see?
But I got to tell you something. Sean's a young kid now.
Yeah.
He's an old-timer, but I don't go for that young stuff.
You don't?
No.
Are you going to dance like Sean danced earlier?
No.
No?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because that's not my style.
It got up on YouTube, by the way.
I saw that too.
Did you?
I did see that.
You know what? Maybe, Sean, if you guys pressure us enough and send us enough emails, we'll get Larry to do the dance. The Stuhrling original dance.
Cabbage Patch.
Oh, the you the fact that you knew the name of that?
Hey, now,
I was going to do like the Roger
hey,
Rabbit,
now
you
listen,
know?
don't hit me, Kimberly, because
Okay.
I might like it. But anyway,
That's a whole nother show. But that's Sean's show.
okay. Anyway.
Let's get back to the watches.
Right.
Seriously, folks. V90913.
I'd probably be more into the twist thing,
To the twist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a few years on Sean. You have to realize that.
That's all right. Age is a good thing, like a fine wine.
So here we go. We have the.
Silence.
I'll take that.
All right,
But
here we
we
go.
have the Florio chronograph. This is a brand new piece, by the way. We're proud of the whole Target series. I think we have a Target in this rotation as well, but this is the brand new Florio chronograph from the Target series here. Citizen, I think it's the OS I don't think it's the OS 20.
OS 11.
OS 11. Thank you very much, Kimberly. The OS 11 movement in this piece. So you know you're going to have a reliable watch, a reliable movement. You're not going to have to worry about it, take care of it. It's going to, beat right on the money here with this reliable movement. Great everyday timepiece. And you see all the details in the dial, as far as the markers, those are all individually applied. The case is a very unique case design as well. If you take a look at the side profile of the case, it's got kind of those ribbed ridges going around the side. It's like a big cylinder. Like a big, kind of like a race tire.
Yeah, it feels like that on the strap as well. Now, is this IP plating that we're looking at on our clasp?
It is. IP, PVD is really the same thing,
Okay.
ionic plating, physical vapor deposition. It's done in a vacuum-sealed chamber.
Ooh.
So, we call it black PVD. On our brown, it's brown PVD, which gives the bronze tone. It's got a nice diver's flip block safety clasp on this as well. I mean, it's just a great, great functional timepiece here. And it goes without saying the value. I mean, all these watches, all these prices, it's just unbelievable. We have to compete. We have to roll up our sleeves, and we got to get in there, and we have to compete with, basically all the values here at ShopNBC are just off the hook right now.
Well, look at the retail compare, $625 for Larry and the Stuhrling Company with the 2-year warranty to bring back the quality, the designs, to offer for you two on an introductory price at $149.93. Great color choices for you, neutrals that I think are going to work so well with just about everything, and yet still something that's sexy, that's very masculine. And with that strap, of course, it's something that you can easily go in the water with. It's not going to cake, it's not going to crap. Your rubber straps are of the finest quality as well, where they don't get, kind of flaky along the skin.
Oh, not at all. I mean, this is high-grade silicone. Again, I'm looking at the dial right here. You've got that angled flange where you have the tachometer on the flange, but then right below that, you see on the outer perimeter of the dial, you have the concentric circle design. You have all those individually applied baton indices right there. Then you've got that border frame template that goes around the two subdials. Those are all separate pieces. The details to make these dials is very, very intense. They're all made one at a time. There's, those indices are not printed on there. Those borders are not printed on there. They're separate template plates that are placed onto the dial. You don't expect that level of watchmaking here at this price.
Well, we have it for you here today. Brand new introductory price be $90913. Now, coming up, we've got the original Gens Falcon chronograph, be $90901. This is the one that we had promoted for you on the Watch Geeks forum. All of you Watch Geeks that are out there, you're already shopping in for this one, $261.80 and on 4 value pays. We got the emails up and running, so go ahead and send us an email and let us know what you're ordering in on today. Be 90901. Also coming up, we've got the Tuskegee Flyer. Tell me a quick little story about this guy.
Well, the Tuskegee Flyer is inspired, or is named for, it's a tribute to the Tuskegee Airmen.
Right.
Which was in 1941.
I saw the movie.
It's a group of African-American fighter pilots that was championed by Eleanor Roosevelt.
Right.
And we actually recently, at the inauguration of Obama, there were 35 members of those
The original?
Tuskegee Airmen still alive.
Wow.
They were all presented with one of our watches.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
How exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, did you get over to Basel? Were you there
No,
for
I did not go to Basel.
the big fair?
No, I had a lot of friends over there.
Yeah. Did they say what's coming, what's the hottest thing? Was there any kind of one or two things that were really must-have thoughts?
There's definitely a lot of things that are hot right now. Tinted crystals are very hot. There's some red tinted crystals coming out, which are pretty hot. We have some pieces coming in the pipeline. Probably we're about 60, 90 days away yet.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things. I've heard a lot. And the new book, the new Watches International 2009 came out of Basel, and we're in that. And I just got the book just in time to...
You should show us.
Well, we will when we get to it.
Sounds
we
good.
We have a couple pieces, like when we get to the Falcon, I'm going to pop it out there for you guys.
Sounds good. Well, here we're going to offer for you our this visit only, which means for Larry's visit, and this is the first show of the visit, we have a very special price for you on the Stuhrling Original Gens Heritage Grand. Be $90906, $139.34. Delighted to offer this for you on 5 monthly interest-free value pays. We have it in gold tone. We have it in rose tone for you. 22 jeweled automatic movement. This piece has that classic design that will never go out of style. We think about the footsteps of heritage, and we think about your footsteps and your grandfather's footsteps and your great-grandfather's footsteps, and what were some of the looks that they perhaps were wearing. This is always going to be in style. Love the rose tone. Got the gorgeous black genuine leather strap for you, matching buckle, as well as that automatic jeweled movement. This is a beauty at $139.34.
Absolutely. This is a classic. Now, this is gorgeous, and this price, this visit-only price is unbelievable. I hope everybody can take advantage of this, because this is the kind of watch that, in some ways similar to the operetta, that is a kind of a very dressy piece, a boardroom piece. Wear this with a $300 suit, it's going to make it look like a $3,000 suit, okay? But here, the key on this one here, this is a nice 44mm size case, which is large, but that dial is all genuine mother of pearl. To get mother of pearl this large, in this size, this clean, you have to wait. It takes a long time. Now, our original heritage was a 42mm case, which took a long time to get those. We've now taken it up a notch to 44. You're not going to find many watches with this large of a mother of pearl dial, and you can see all the colors, so you get the refraction of the light just right.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well, what I love
talk about
is
dressy.
Yeah.
Look at this.
When you look at the oversized crown, and the weight is just done like a crown jewel, the magnification for you at the number 6, even the way that the numerals are scripted for you. Now, you're able to see the mother of pearl dial there. Look at the greens, the reds, the yellows, the hint of blue, that subdial detailing that you see. When we think about respect for the art and tradition of Swiss watchmaking, this is the heritage that you get with Stuhrling. Thus, we have for you the Heritage Grand at this visit-only price. Take advantage of the value pays at $27.86. I would gift this for Father's Day or graduation or a just because gift for anyone in a second.
Oh, without a doubt. And the thing is, too, is that another nice choice as far as I'm concerned is the small seconds. Small seconds is very classy. When you take the second hand and you take it off of the center axis and you give it its own subdial, is a classy move. It's a perfect fit for this. All those Arabic numerals are individually applied. You see the angled flange going around the outer perimeter, and it's got those kind of spherical dots, those luminous dots that go all the way around on the angled flange. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a mechanical automatic timepiece. I mean, this price
at
is
this
just,
price.
It's fantastic, and I hope everybody can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Now, let's talk about what that means, especially for someone who's new to what mechanical means, automatic means. Do I have to wind it every day, all that good stuff?
Well, you know, what you want to do is you want to do what we call initiation. That's where you first get the watch, give it a good winding, give it 30, 40 winds. You can hear the mainspring winding as you're doing it. And then, you know, you strap it on your wrist and off you go, and just the movement is going to keep it wound. This has, I believe, 36 or 38 hours of power reserve on the mainspring. So when it's fully wound, it'll continuously run. And
how do you know when to stop winding? Was it when it gets tight? What's the deal?
No, this actually, well, with some watches, yes. With this one, it actually has a safety device, so you cannot overwind it.
Good to know.
Yeah, it is good to know. So in some of the olden days, you know, you'd be able to overwind it, the mainspring would lock up. This has the safety to prevent you from doing that. So thank you for asking. Kimberly showing you a nice shot of the exhibition case back. You can see the heritage there. The back plate has the Côte de Genève decorations, which is kind of those parallel lines. The rotor has a damier finish, which is a net pattern. And then if you look on the back plates in the very back up there, that's got a perlage treatment, which is like a circular graining pattern that you might see here.
This is good looking,
it's
Larry.
So classy. The elegant leaf style hands on this. This is just a fantastic dress piece, and for the price, I mean...
For the price, it is fantastic. Now, we're going to show you the luminescence V90906. Got an email from Sean, who says he's relatively new to watch collecting during the past year. It's the first time that he's seen a Stuhrling show. He's wondering what the history of the company is, and he says he agrees with Sean Wilsey that you should dance tonight.
Okay.
So that's another Sean. So remind us again about the history of Stuhrling, and how did you become associated with Stuhrling?
Well, I joined the company about 5 years ago. Actually, it's not quite 5 years ago, but close enough. And, you know, I actually moved my life from LA to New York to come and join Stuhrling Original because I really could wrap my head around what they were doing in the watch industry. And believe me, it's something I thought about because, you know, where I came from in the past was more maybe high-end luxury lifestyle, high-end stuff. But, you know, the thing is, I believe so strongly in what Stuhrling Original is doing. There really is nobody else in the industry doing exactly what Stuhrling is doing, taking Swiss engineering outside the borders of Switzerland and making it affordable for everybody. And it's really very unique. There really is nobody else doing exactly that in the industry. And so I made the jump. I mean, I literally moved my life from LA to New York for the company. As far as Stuhrling itself, this particular incarnation of the company was started about 8 years ago. And our exclusive manufacturing partner is George J. von Berg, which is another third-generation Swiss watchmaker, and his company is legendary, almost 50 years in business, and their headquarters is in Bellinzona, Switzerland, and they make Swiss watches for many companies, and not only Swiss watches, they actually have one particular caliber of Swiss movement, mechanical movement, that they do make for a lot of companies as well. So, you know, that connection to a, you know, very well-known, well-respected Swiss company is another thing that enticed me to come on board.
We just lost some lights. I don't know if anybody saw that. V90906, thank you. Rose tone or gold tone. That light just made me look 5 years older. 139.34 and on 5 value pays for you today. I think when you listen to Larry and when you look at this particular timepiece as well, and when you think about everything that goes into the world of horology, and we think about the heritage of Switzerland's long and rich history of producing the finest timepieces in the world, you get that sense. You get that feeling when you own this watch. Put it on your wrist and you instantly have a feeling of distinction. And if you are someone like Sean, who just wrote us, another Sean, who said, I'm just new to the watch industry, or you're perhaps like our Sean Wilsey here, who's been in the watch business now for, gosh, almost 2 decades, I think when you see something like this, you have the utmost respect for the business, but you also know that you're wearing something very special in time by having this around your wrist. And from the boardroom, I got to tell you, it is just going to say first class all the way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you get so many compliments on this piece, and nobody would ever expect that you got it for, you know, $200.
Oh, no
really.
way.
You know, or what do we have? $139 here today is just absurd. But anyway, great. I hope everybody takes advantage of it. You can bring it home for, what is it, $27.86. You can get this home, plus the shipping and handling. So, great opportunity here. And, you know, if you know, you're one of those people that, you know, maybe this isn't for you, but you know somebody else who this might be for, like your dad or your brother or whatever, your son, whatever it happens to be. If you're looking at one of those people that's into those big sport watches, maybe you know somebody that could, you know, take a gift like this.
Well, you know, I think it is a perfect gift. When we think about Father's Day that is right around the corner, we've got graduations, high school and college graduations. Nowadays, with the job force the way that it is so important for your sons and for your brothers and for your nephews to hire me, because now the job market, I mean, there are so many people going for the same job. Having an accessory like this that says polished and pulled together and finished may be the difference between you getting the job and you not getting the job.
Well, you're determined to get me in trouble. But, you know, the thing is this, very true what you said, you know, and with the Heritage Grand, you know, typically you see a piece like this. It's all very dressy, very classic in design, and it's going to be a 40, 41, 42 millimeter case. But we've kind of brought it a little bit up to date by taking it even a little larger now at 44 to make it just a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more with what's happening today in the industry, with everything going a little bit bigger and bigger. So even those young guys that are, you know, in the business world in their 20s and what have you, it's kind of a classic style, but it's a little bit brought forward to today with a larger case size. And again, the large MOP is just fantastic.
Well, when you first see it, it's a little deceiving, because when Larry first said that the first time, I was like, really? From the light angle that I was catching it, it had this black matte finish. But then as I started to turn it, and it just came to life before my very own eyes. Love the way that the crown is done to look like a crown. Then you have the beautiful luminosity, the Cyclops magnification for you, the automatic movement, all of the great luminosity throughout, a nice thick case, and you're looking at 44 millimeter as far as your case measurement, 165 feet water resistant, beautiful genuine leather strap, buckle closure that is done in the same color, and you do have the individual case back that does feature all of the decoration that you would hope for on a piece with this much allure.
Take a look at those really elegant, elongated leaf-style hands, very classy. The Cyclops for the date magnification is actually underneath the crystal on the inside. You know, which is a little bit more expensive to do than putting it on top. You know, but everything about this watch, all those numerals, those fancy Arabic numerals, they're all individually applied, which means there's little pegs on the back that go through little tiny micro holes in the MOP that are sealed on the back side. Yeah.
I like learning about that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really cool. Really neat. You guys are loving this piece. We have a minute and a half to go, Larry. Only about 200 remain of each color. Brand new this visit only at $139.34. 5 value pays are there for this visit. Grab this piece while you can. I want to remind you that they do come with a 2-year warranty. And as you look at all the intricacy of just the case back alone, I had a question the other day from someone that said, explain to me what it means when you say there's a 21 or a 22 jeweled movement. Can you share with us that information?
Well, sure. The jewels are little synthetic rubies, and they're actually used to, you know, to reduce the friction between the moving parts. And, you can't necessarily see them all, but they're in there.
Gotcha.
And, there's kind of a little misnomer out there that the more jewels, that the higher grade the movement, but that's not necessarily true. But you'll see, 17 jewel movements and 20 and 22s and up to 35 and 37 and 33 jewel movements. So, basically you find jeweled movements on mechanicals, not on quartzes, although we all know now there are some quartz movements that are incorporating jewels to their movements, like Ronda StarTech chronographs, and some of the Eddas also have some jeweled movements as well in their chronos.
Well, this is the first of 2 hours with Mr. Larry Magen and the Stuhrling Original Collection. Already it's been very popular. Thank you so much for all of your calls. V90906. We got to put the pressure on for Larry to continue the Sean Wilsey dancing extravaganza. He's like, no, not going to happen.
I don't think so.
We're determined to see if we can make it happen, right? Sean should come back to work and make it happen. But coming up next, we got a spotlight item to talk about.
Okay.
Hope you'll tune in at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern for Gem Treasures with the 18-stone diamond band. Available for you for the first time on 5 monthly interest-free value pays and crafted in 14-karat white gold. This piece is definitely an item you will want to tune in for at 11 a.m. Eastern. I don't quite sound the same as Johnny did a little bit earlier with Sarah Anderson and Sean Wilsey, but that's all good. Either way, remember the our top value is from Gem Treasures as well. They are the fabulous earrings that I am wearing, the ring, the necklace, everything from that collection, and you'll be able to take advantage of it for you. Got a great little email from Dale, which we'll answer in just a few short moments as we move into our brand new, highly promoted Gentleman's Falcon V90901. It is available for today at $261.99. The 4 value pays make this extraordinarily affordable for you at $65.45. On the Watch Geek forums, this was the piece that was promoted. We're going to talk about why everybody is talking about this brand new Falcon. It's sexy, it's sleek, it's one of a kind, and it's yours by calling in right now.
Well, Kimberly, the Falcon, this is our brand new one. It's the all black, triple black with the black strap, the black dial, the black PVD case. We've been waiting for this for a while now. You keep talking about the promotion. What it was that particular forum, they had an anniversary,
yes,
and we gave one away. It was our sample piece, okay? And the guy who won the trivia contest, whatever it was, the question, hey, Bill, how you doing down there in Shreveport? He won the contest, and we shipped it down to him. It was the actual sample, which came in about 6 weeks before our production pieces, and everybody's been waiting to see it. It's got the carbon fiber dial. It's got a Ronda StarTech 5030D.
Love it.
We've sold the Falcon here before, but it was in 3 different executions. This is the brand new, all black, and I hope that everybody gets a chance to get this because, we don't have that many to go around. We came in here with a couple hundred, and we've already significantly sliced into that. So I hope that, that's just what's been happening on the internet.
Right.
Without even
seeing it. This is
the
debut.
actual first presentation ever on it. And just to show you, what it means to us, this is the new Watches International 2009 book that just came out last week at Basel.
Right.
And I was so excited to see this because they haven't even landed in New York yet, folks, okay? But this is our section in here, Stuhrling Original. Now, what we're seeing here is this is our Expedition over here and our Apocalypse. Many of you have seen those.
Right.
The book is hard to
manipulate. It's brand new.
Yeah, hard to manipulate. But the Stuhrling Original. And then you'll see right up here, over here.
Dun, 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 dun.
There it is. This is a Falcon here. That's it. There we go. We featured that in the 2009 book, but that's, of course, as you can see, the rose gold and black. And
sure.
This is the brand new execution, the all triple black. And, we also have the Brumalia. There's the Centurion, which many of you know. And then here's our Brumalia, which is later in our show as well.
Yes, later in our show.
We have the Brumalia as well. So, we're in other words, this is a big piece for us, guys. It's a huge piece, and I sure hope everybody can take advantage of it. But one of the things that's so unique about it, the dial construction is phenomenal, but there's no lugs on this case whatsoever. The rubber strap is actually screwed into the case.
That is cool.
Yeah, those are self-tapping adhesive screws. They're all pull force tested to 5 kilograms. Okay, they're kind of screwed to the case on the outside, and it's kind of tucked underneath in the middle.
It's nifty.
Yeah, really cool. Another thing that's very, very unique, Kimberly, is you have the kind of winged pushers for the chronograph. You've probably never seen that on another watch before.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, and it makes it so easy to start and stop the chronograph. It does have a unidirectional ratcheting bezel, which has got 120 teeth, which is so smooth to rotate around. You feel that? And that actually has a rubberized coating on the, it's got two pieces, and it's a rubberized coating on the bezel.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this piece, the engineering on this piece is phenomenal, guys. And you've got the, as you can see, the carbon fiber main dial. Then there's actually an acrylic faceplate that's over that, okay, because you can see the little sub-dial printing on the small seconds at 3 o'clock. It's got kind of a falcon head pointer for the seconds. Did you see that?
I did.
Okay, and here's the case back that Kimberly's showing you here with our falcon head insignia right there. You know, of course, the all black on black is like, you know,
So sleek.
kind of tone on tone, a little hard to see there.
Now, do we work the pushers any certain way with those little wingtips? We take them out?
It makes it so easy. You just push the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you just push over here.
Oh,
I'm
nifty.
blocking the camera
That's
here
all
by
right.
reaching across there. But yeah, you can demonstrate that for you. And it makes it so easy to activate the chronograph.
Yeah.
You got to give it a little clunk. Come on, you can do it, Kimberly.
I did. I just have to reset it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You know, you're probably doing it. I just can't see without my glasses.
That's okay. Now, you're looking at a piece that's 43 millimeter in the case. You got a stainless steel case back for you as well. The rubber strapping, which is great. The Stuhrling original design that is done in such an incredible engraving detail. I mean, this is just sexy. Guys, I got to tell you, you wear this,
It's hot.
gals will notice. It is one of those hot pieces. We're going to put it on Larry as well. $261.80. I want to let you know we have fewer than 150 now to go around. Brand spanking new today. Introductory price. 4 value pays are offering it for you at $65.45. Chronograph date window. It is water resistant to 165 feet. All of that, when you think about it, the powerful design that you have with the Falcon, the fast flying wingspan, if you've ever seen a Falcon. I mean, all these things that are associated with speed and power and confidence and strength. I mean, we
Very
think about
nicely
that.
done.
The aerial hunters. I mean, Falcons are aerial hunters that just kind of drop down on their prey from high above.
It's so
this
true.
has got that. Oof.
How did you know all that?
You told me about it earlier.
I don't
That
remember
great
that.
information on my card. Did you know that Falcons can drop down at over 200 miles per hour?
Oh, I see. They took that off our website. I wrote
They
that.
did.
Yeah,
That's why I
okay,
said
well,
you gave me the information.
Okay.
You thought I was reading your mind.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks great. It's a 44 millimeter case, guys.
I
So
sounded
it's
smart.
it's nice size. It's good size on the wrist here. Nice presence on the wrist, and of course, it plays like it costs thousands and thousands of dollars here. You know, so great value here. I'm glad that you know, we've got the value pays to make it a little bit more digestible for everybody.
Quick question for you from Scott and Michelle. Oh, they wrote me an email the other day. Hi, you guys. Ask Larry who makes the Caliber automatic 22 jewel movement in the Heritage Grand.
Well, all of those mechanical movements are, well, I shouldn't say all because there are a few exceptions, but most of the mechanical movements in our watches are proprietary to Stuhrling Original. That's why the caliber is ST.
Gotcha.
9. And what it is those are what we refer to in the business as Seiko-based movements, and we bring them into our factory, which is owned by George J. von Berg, a Swiss factory, and we finish those movements as far as the calibration and the decorations. We finish them in our factory.
Gotcha.
And so they're proprietary to us. And they're really, for the movements that come out of that area of the world, there's nobody that can really touch us as far as what we're doing with the movements versus other people.
So, Scott, Michelle, hope that answered your question. Thanks for being part of our show once again. This is V90901, the original Falcon. Show the cover of that book because, I mean...
You know, I would like to, except that somebody drew some stuff all over
they
it.
did? Okay.
And I can't.
Oh, you're right.
Because there's some, I don't know who it is, but somebody put some profanity on my book and I can't show it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is sad. Well, anyway, the fact that Stuhrling is highlighted in this catalog so well, this particular style, the Falcon, in just another color, is one of the highlighted features in the Watches 2009 International book that does come out, right after the Basel Watch Fair?
It comes out at Basel.
Basel?
And so the
It's an
shipment...
expensive book, too.
Yeah, you can buy them at Barnes & Noble for
Yeah,
$25
yeah.
or something like that. But, you know, the shipment is on the boat, and it comes over to New York, hasn't landed yet. They haven't even got to the United States yet. So this is rare. This was actually brought back from Basel this week, and I brought it here right to the thing, and somebody wrote all over the cover.
Ah, bummer. Hey, you know what's not a bummer is this timepiece, and you're loving it. Thank you very much for all of your calls. 2-year warranty. I want to show very quickly the presentation box that all the Stuhrling Originals come in. And you know why? Because I'm a girl, and I like things that come in great-looking packages. And when we think about the vision, what Stuhrling is known for, we think about historical roots in timekeeping. Here's what you've got as far as the presentation goes. Dial on in. 4 value pays for you, $65.45. brand new today, introductory price. It is the Falcon V90901. Hey, what's still available in our show? Lots of goodies. And of course, you can go online to ShopNBC.com, see what else is in the show, or send us a little email, kwells@ShopNBC.com as well. Our Symphony Operetta Regulator V90219. ShopNBC price is $160 and on 3 value pays. This is our customer choice item of the hour. Do you have a favorite in this hour, Larry?
Well, I mean, it's pretty hard to beat the Falcon.
It is.
But I mean, you know what? It almost feels like an all-star show. I love the Heritage Grand, and I love the operetta as well.
Do you remember the days of All-Star? The good old days of All-Star.
Yeah, and you know, the Florio chronograph, I mean, that hasn't been around long enough to grow on me yet, but I'm digging it.
It's just about 38 minutes old now. V90913, 3 value pays of $49 and change. However, something that I'm sure has grown on you is, of course, the Louis. And this is our master calendar.
Yeah.
It is V90473. Shop NBC price is $150 and on 3 value pays. We have this in 4 color choices: black and rose, black and silver, silver and rose, silver and silver, and the black choices will be the first to go. So what is a master calendar, first and foremost?
Well, a master calendar gives you the day, date, and month.
Okay.
You know, you see a lot of watches that'll have a date. It gives you the hours, minutes, seconds, and a date. And then to go to the next level, you'll see a day and date where it gives you, whatever, for Saturday the 5th or the 6th. You know, now when you give the month, where you have the day, date, and month, now we have a master calendar.
Gotcha.
And when you include the year, day, date, month, and year,
Right.
grand calendar.
Wow.
Okay.
I haven't seen many of those.
Yeah, there's a few out there. They're around. We do a few. But this is a master calendar, day, date, and month, working off of a mechanical automatic. And you also have a 24-hour indicator. But what makes this one so unique on this particular movement, this caliber of movement here, you don't see this very often. I would challenge everybody to go back to your collections right now, look at the hundreds of watches that you may own, and ask yourself, do you have where you have the 3 subdials going across horizontally across the bottom like that? It's a very unusual configuration.
Yeah.
This is the only watch that we have in our entire collection where we use this caliber of movement, and it's here in the Louis. And this is one of our all-time classics. A lot of you have seen this piece from us before. We've had this for a few years now, and it continues to be one of our all-time best.
Let's walk you through the 4 color choices. This, of course, is the silver with the rose. It does have the exhibition case back. You'll see all the gorgeous detailing for you along the back of that finish as well. Then we have for you the black and silver. We have for you the silver and silver. And then we have for you the black and rose tone. Do you have a favorite choice as far as the colors go?
Yeah, I probably go with the one that's on the camera right there, the stainless steel with the blue. I love stainless and blue. That's always my favorite combination. But anytime you have black and rose, that's always very striking. I love black face watches too, so the stainless with the black. I mean, all these executions are classic. They're all great. But if I had to pick one, I'd go stainless and blue.
So neat. Now, the way that the pushers are done for you they are almost built into your case.
That's correct. Those are
Is there a certain name for that?
You're very good. Thank you so much, Kimberly. She's throwing me these nice, fat, juicy, slow-pitch softballs for me to knock out of the park. But anyway, this is what we call recessed pushers, okay? And you get a little tool with that. Here it is right here. You're going to get this with your watch to actually set with recessed pushers, it takes tighter engineering. They have to be flush to the case and everything. I love them because it makes it so much easier to set the watch. You know, a lot of times certain things are controlled by the crown where you have to get that little sweet spot.
Right.
And you have to go one way and the other way. Here, it makes it very easy to set the day, the date, and so forth. You just use the pushers and it takes a matter of seconds. And you do get the nice tool as well. But one of the things that makes the Louis really stand out in our collection is the bezel. Did you notice how it kind of juts over and down? And we call that a crenellated bezel.
Ooh,
okay,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, in the old days when they used to make castles, in the medieval times, the rooftops?
Yeah.
Where they would go up and over and down.
Yeah.
That was so that when they had battles and wars, the guys could stick their head out and they would shoot their
That's
arrows.
where my prince is there waiting for me still, right?
Those are called crenellated rooftops, okay? So here you have the crenellated bezel and you have the sword blade hands. You notice that? These are skeletonized sword blade hands.
Oh, that's cool.
So you have the sword blade hands with the crenellated bezel. You've got those angled rays cut into the dial, just like, in the times of like King Louis, you know what I mean?
And Rapunzel?
Okay.
Different time? 3 value pays of $50. He's like, who's Rapunzel? Remember her golden hair? She
Oh,
liked
sure.
that on all
Absolutely.
that good stuff. Put one of these on for me.
Sure,
As
I'm gonna go
Larry's
with my
getting
favorite choice
these
right
on,
here.
he'll put his favorite choice on. You're calling in today as well. Thank you very much for all of your emails. kwells@shopnbc.com. You have a question for Larry? He's the man. He can answer the questions for you. We have another hour and 15 minutes to go with Stuhrling Original Watches. The only hours of the day until 11 p.m. tonight. And then you know what that means. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We're looking at a 42-millimeter case. You've got that Cristerna crystal as well, exhibition case back, a push-button dual deployancy, a 2-year warranty, the 22-jewel automatic movement, and so much more. Call in today. It is the original. It is the Louis V90473.
Look at that. Look how great that looks.
That looks good.
Yeah, it really does. You see, I
like
love
the
the
blue.
stainless
Yeah.
and the blue. The blue is an homage to Abraham Louis Breguet, who invented the whole furnace blue process. Now, these are not
Is that where the Breguet hands come from?
Well,
no?
that's the design where
Oh,
you
okay.
have the little circle on the thing.
Yeah.
But it's from the same guy, yeah.
Okay.
He's long since passed away. But, you know, the thing is, the whole blue thing is such a thing of watchmaking. You know, I just love it. I really do.
It's got that electric blue feel to it.
It really does.
3 value pays of $50. We got a scoop. We got 2 more items to get to in this hour. Hope you're having a good time. V90473. Coming up next, we're going to talk about astrological phenomena.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
The Bailey. Absolutely.
Did I sound like woohoo? I've been studying the stars.
This is a relatively brand new piece for us.
This is cool. It
yeah.
is the Bailey Automatic V90911, brand new today, and the only scheduled presentation of the day. We have it in blue, we have it in brown, fewer than 5 dozen in every single color. Take advantage of the value pays today. This one, when we think about interesting looks and styles, there was a 19th century astronomer, is that correct, who this is named after?
Yeah, Francis Bailey. This is from our whole eclipse series, and I think later we said in this show or next hour we have the eclipse 2 in here.
we do.
But you know, you see how you kind of have this subdial down there at the 6 o'clock position, and it's kind of intersecting the other circles there, kind of that whole eclipse thing. But Bailey's beads, Francis Bailey discovered a phenomenon that when the you know, Earth eclipses the sun, or vice versa, one of those different kinds of eclipses, I'm not exactly sure which one. The phenomenon of Bailey's beads is at the very last second, right before it completely goes all black, there's like a trail of little beads, you know. And so in our eclipse series, you know, we were looking for, you know, a nice tie-in, a nice fit, and so, you know, those astronomers out there, I'm sure they're all aware of Bailey's beads. But this is from our eclipse series, and what's really cool about this watch here, I mean, this particular movement, first of all, it's a mechanical automatic, but this caliber, I don't know if anybody's ever seen anything like this out there in the watch industry. You have a retrograde pointer date hand, okay, and it's, well, now we're seeing the back shot here. This is a nice view of the exhibition case back. But going to the front of the thing, you've got an exhibition, you have a retrograde date hand, pointer date hand for the date, and then you have a pointer hand on the subdial at the bottom for the day of the week, and that subdial also doubles off the same axis as your small seconds. Brand new caliber here. This is a real collector's piece. You have what we call a kind of a it's a Côte de Genève decoration on the main dial. You see all those parallel lines going across, and then the way that a lot of times you'll see retrograde date hands. We have it, for example, on our Saturnalia, but it's on a small subdial, a small arc. Here it's fanned very big across the center, and it kind of has the look of like an amphitheater, the way it's displayed, you know, very grand across the center.
Because I've only ever seen it like in the little half arc, and it's done like, you know, at the number 3 or the number 9.
Exactly, they're usually small, and here it's done very big across the center. You've got a pointer date for the hand, a pointer hand for the day of the week, and then a small second subdial all in one. So, I mean, there's a lot going on with this, and, you know, every time we do a new model, you know, we're always trying to come up with something a little different for the collectors out there that are trying to add to their collection something different, and this certainly does it. But, you know, look at the dial template on this piece.
When you look at the colors, of course, we have the blue or the brown, so two universally very easy colors to wear. We've got for you the genuine leather strap that's got a really cool texture to it. 20 jewel automatic movement for you. That is that caliber ST movement. It is water resistant to 165 feet, 43 millimeter case. That Cristerna crystal, which is going to be more shatter resistant than, of course, a sapphire crystal.
Correct.
So you're looking at a very expensive feature. Push button dual deployancy, all coming for you with a 2-year warranty. Look at the way that dial texturization just pops off the screen. That is really nifty. It's like little tubes, it feels like, Larry.
Yeah, and
like little speed bumps.
Watch this as the guys are coming in.
Yeah.
Just, you know, here we go. Take a look at this.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to get a really, keep on coming. And you'll be able to see that circular graining pattern.
That is just great.
Yeah, and you've got the nice individually applied 12, 4, and 8 on this as well.
Oversized.
You've got that nice template on the dial here. But again, this is I would say it's a real collector's piece because you can go through your collections, guys. You're not going to find a movement like this. This is a new movement out there in the marketplace, and you know, where you have the pointer day, pointer date, retrograde, and then small seconds coming off the same axis as the pointer day. You're not going to find that.
B90911, have you ordered in something from our show today? A lot of you have been calling in, adding into your collection, getting something new. Like many of our viewers that are emailing, they're brand new to the collection. This collection from Stuhrling is a great way for those of you who are new to shopping with us at ShopNBC to get to know what it is that makes us the shopping destination station for timepieces and for horology, because we do it better than any other network. We are known for the watch business that we have. We are known for being able to go to companies that create pieces and design pieces just like you're seeing here today with the Bailey. We don't copy designs from other well-known, you know, very big budgeted advertising companies that can charge, you know, tens of thousands of dollars for their timepieces. We give you interesting and unusual styles. Look at that retrograde function that you have right there that is going to give you that full retrograde, not just like a 1, 3, a 9, or just a couple. It gives you that full arc and detail. And tell everybody how that actually works really quick as we wind that
Well,
down.
what that means is on the retrograde, when it gets up to the 31st of the month, on the next, when it clicks over to the next day, rather than going all the way around, it snaps back to 1.
It's neat. It
Yeah.
goes zing.
That's right. So
like
it goes
a little
31
gauge.
and it snaps back to 1.
All right, we've got one more item to get to in this hour. We want to remind you, if you're just tuning in and you're saying, hey, Larry's here, we've got another full hour to go, but you can go online to shopnbc.com, watch the show or rewatch the show, see some of the items that we've had for you already in this hour. But we have saved one of the best for last. This is our Stuhrling Original Tuskegee Flyer Automatic with the exhibition case back. It is V90868, $99.75, 2 value pays. Larry, to me, this is a great try me for someone who's always wanted to try the Stuhrling Original line. A great way to get into your line today with a 44 millimeter case, genuine leather strap with the contrasting stitching, and just, of course, the coolness of the orange and the black is something that's a little more unusual than most.
Well, I love orange and black as a combination, but you're absolutely right as far as a starter piece, because this is, bottom line here is you're getting a mechanical automatic timepiece for under $100.
Under $100.
Mechanical automatic, no battery. It works off of a spring for under $100. Great value right off the bat. But here you have a nice 44 millimeter case. It's a black PVD case, so it's all black. Okay, you got the black dial as well, and it's what we call it's a pilot's watch. This is what we call a pilot style. You've got the what we call the plume style hands here for the hour and minute hands. Okay, you've got the date aperture down there at 6 o'clock, as you can see right there. All right. But it's an at a glance. It's an easy read. It's an at a glance kind of a read, straightforward, mechanical automatic. Just like you say, great starter piece. If you've never owned a mechanical automatic, here it is, under $100, and there you have your, you know, your black IP rotor as well, black screwed-in case back. As you can see, it takes a jeweler's tool to actually unscrew the case back. It's threaded. This is our Tuskegee Flyer, which is a 44 millimeter case size, guys. Our original Tuskegee was a 40, and now we bumped it up to a 44.
And tell everybody the story about the most recent inauguration, because if you missed the story earlier, it's kind of cool.
Right. The African-American fighter pilots back in 1940 or 41, they set up a training base for them there in Tuskegee, Alabama, and they were known as the Tuskegee Airmen. And, of course, they went on to become legendary war heroes in World War II. And they were honored at the remaining members that are still alive. There are actually 35 members still alive.
That's neat.
And they were honored at the inauguration of Obama. And Stuhrling Original was there with, we basically donated 35 to the members that were still alive.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for the letter, but but we're, you know, it's Washington
With the presidential seal.
Well, they have an office. They have an office in D.C. and the Tuskegee whole airman organization. They have an office in D.C. and they have an office down in Tuskegee. And they don't move so quick. Okay? But we're on them. I'm on them, guys.
There you go. Hey, if any of them are watching, it would be our honor to take your phone call or your email as well. This is V90868.
I actually got a call from one of them at the office. At the office, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Very neat.
A guy in Indiana. Yeah.
You know what, when we think about moments in history like the inauguration was and what this watch was named after and those gentlemen that, you know, did so much in regards to a special time in our country, this is a really neat way to honor that. If you know someone that's perhaps a pilot, someone that has dreams of going into a flight school and being an aviator as well, wouldn't this be a really neat gift to share?
Absolutely. Just for the fact that it has the name on the back, the Tuskegee Flyer. You know?
Yeah. So as you're looking at this piece here today, automatic movement. Remember, when you wind this up, it will last, what are we thinking, 36 hours or so?
It's 36 or 38. What
Okay.
does your card say, the power reserve on this?
It does not.
It's 36 or 38, but either way, you know, once you give it a good winding and you're wearing it, but this I could see being an everyday piece, by the way.
Oh, I do too.
You could wear this every day, you know, and, you know, you give it a good winding and, you know, you'll probably go weeks without having to rewind it.
So do you recommend when we have automatic pieces that they get a watch winder if they're not going to wear it every day?
That's a personal choice. Personally, I don't. I have many, as you know, and I basically keep them in the drawer.
Gotcha.
I mean, I have a box, but then you start taking them out of the box and, you know, maybe once every 6 months you get them all organized and put them back in the box.
Right.
And within 2 weeks they're all out of the box. You know, and when I need to just put one on, I set the time, wind it up, put it on my wrist, and off I go. But a lot of people are more intense on it and they want to keep them in winders, and that's okay too.
Well, with all of them that I have, I just don't have enough, you know, place for winders to go along with them all. So might as well enjoy just wearing it when you wear it and then wind it when you do. You're good to go.
That's what I do.
Easy to go.
Yeah.
Easy for you to wind as well. You don't have to worry about, like, sometimes I've got to get my teeth and pull out the class. Your pushers or your crowns are very easy to be used. And I know my poor dad would be like, I paid those braces on that teeth. But it's just super easy, even with the nails, just to take it out, pull it right back in, you're good to go. Thank you so much for all of your calls. V90868. It's the Tuskegee Flyer. It is available on 2 value pays. It is the second presentation of this particular piece, and it does have that contrasting orange stitching that goes along with the orange hands and, of course, the Arabic numerals that you're seeing on this particular piece. Calendar function for you at the number 6. Grab it while you can. Hey, it's time for a review. What do you think?
All right, here we go.
Let's do it. Grab a pad of paper and jot down the item numbers. Don't forget, we're going to take a quick break, but come on back. One more exciting hour with Mr. Larry Magen. The Alpharetta from Stuhrling is V90219. Our customer choice item at $160. And on 3 value pays, gold tone or rose tone. And those are 23 karat gold plating. Don't you use on those?
That's correct. On the yellow gold 23, on the rose 16.
Gotcha. Our Florio is V90913, $149.93. That's brand new today and on 3 value pays for you. Brown or black are your color choices with that rubber silicone strap. One of my favorites is the Heritage Grand. This is our bestseller of the hour. It is our this visit only, which means for Larry's visit, just a couple of days now, 5 value pays of $27.86 brings this home V90906. Our Falcon. You guys are loving the Falcon. It is V90901, $261.80. And on 4 value pays, this is V90901. Check out that retail value, close to $1,000. Then we have for you the original, the Louis V90473, $150 and on 3 value pays. I want to say a special thank you to Bruce, who just wrote in that he loves the new Falcon, he loves the Florio and the Louis, and he just became familiar with you about a month ago. Cool. And he said already he's bought 23 watches.
Wow.
During our wonderful spring events, and 3 of the Stuhrlings. V90911 is the Bailey Automatic. I'm Kimberly Wells along with Larry Magen. We're going to take a quick break as you're watching Shop NBC. Come on back for another full hour. Look what's coming up next.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Okay.